This is a demonstration of the ORMAP ArcPro Fabric 9-step segregation task, which can be used to segregate or split a parent taxlot into multiple taxlots. This task is part of the ORMAP Tools Group workflow and is based on the Benton County Pilot demo using ArcPro Fabric 3.4 and a file geodatabase. The first step in this task is to create a record for the transaction and enter the record name, type, source date, and so forth. The next two steps are optional, where you can set snapping and the ground to grid correction. The fourth step will be used to select the parent taxlot. Once the parent taxlot has been selected, the next step will be used to copy lines to active. This is based on a tool that copies the selected taxlot to the active record. It creates a seed, optionally sets the view to show only active, and automatically copies the parent taxlot to historic. You can then use edit tools such as divide, traverse, etc. to create or modify taxlot lines. These all must be manually selected for each tool. When done with all edits, press next and go to the next step. The next step will be used to create seeds for the enclosed polygons and then the prompt to move to the next step after that. If seeds are not created correctly, you have an unclosed polygon issue. Use topology validation to look for dangle errors. In the validation process, you may see lots of other errors. Really, the big one you have to worry about is the dangles. Once your seeds once this has been corrected, you then can press the Create Seeds button to create seeds. If they're all made correctly, you can move to the next step. The next step will automatically be used to construct taxlot polygons from seeds. Once the seeds have been turned into polygons, you can then update the attributes for the selected taxlots. When this step starts, the source and source type field will be updated from values entered in the beginning for the particular record. When the taxlot number is updated, attribute rules will automatically update the map number, map taxlot or taxlot, and map acres fields. In this example, I'm going to split or segregate taxlot 3100 into two taxlots. I'm going to use the task as found in the ORMAP Workflow Tools Task Group, and I'm going to press the arrow at the right of Segregation Task. I'm going to update the record. In this particular case, I'm going to change my record type to be segregation. I could type in a source associated with this. This could be a survey number or whatever. And I can type in the source type, the document type. It could be a deed, whatever you want that comes from the source document. I also have other attributes that can be entered at this time. When done, I'll create the record, which then makes the active record at the top. I optionally can set snapping or set the ground to grid correction. I'm going to skip those and immediately select the parent taxlot, which is 3100. Once it's selected, I'll press next. The next step will run the copy lines to active tool. I've selected parcel as my or taxlot as my parcel type. I want to show only active, and I want to preserve attributes. When this is done, you can see that the seed is made, and I can now select taxlots. Just to show you that the historic taxlot has been created, I'm going to turn Show Only Active off for a second, and what you'll see is the historic taxlot polygon has been created. At this particular point, I'm going to use a number of commands to alter taxlot lines to alter the border for that particular taxlot. I'm going to use divide. I'm going to divide the northern taxlot line into a 50-foot part. I'm going to do the same to the south line, divide it. And I'm going to create a taxlot line that's the border. Obviously, I've selected a pretty short process to do this. At this point, my taxlot boundaries are made, and I'm going to move to the Create Seeds. And what you'll see is I have a closed polygon, so the second seed is made. I'm going to press Next. And this is going to automatically run the build active, which then will create the two polygons. What you can see when I have done that is Taxlot 3100 is made. And 3100 contains the original attributes from the parent Taxlot, but it also contains the source and the source type as entered in the record. I'm going to select the next Taxlot, which doesn't have a number, and I'm going to assign it to 3101. And when that's done, you can automatically see that it's picked up the county number, the map number, the ORMAP the map Taxlot, the OR Taxlot, etc. I'll say apply and finish. Now that the fabric features have been updated, you can turn Show Only Active off and use other tools to update annotation, reference lines, and so forth so that you're ready to produce your assessor Taxlot map.